Okay, so as you can see, we have a chart of the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. This is a weekly chart, and you can see that we have a pretty much textbook triangle pattern forming here. So we've had two touches at the top, and we've had two touches at the bottom. Now if we zoom in now, we can see that price has broken out quite strongly and is currently drifting back in. What we're looking for just now is a very bullish bar to kind of form around this area, because as you can see, we've come back to this to the descending trend line, the top line of the triangle, the top of the pattern. But if you look at the bars themselves, you can see that they've been very neutral. There's not much, a bit of a bearish bar here, but mostly quite neutral, lots of wicks and price closing. So to me, that says we're at an indecision point in the market. So if we zoom out to the monthly time frame now, you can see that we broke with quite a bullish bar here. Now that's a very nice bar for us, because the pattern is, as you can see, the pattern is still visible on the monthly. Okay, we had a very bullish breakout here. Now price is currently, it's currently pulled back to sort of the midpoint of this sort of bullish engulfing candle. Now when price, it's quite well known that when you get a strong, quite relatively long candle like this, price quite often will pull back to the middle of it. So that's tying in quite well for us. It's nothing to be alarmed about. Now I'm personally not in a trade right now with this, but I'm sort of waiting in the wings, watching for it. So we go back to the weekly now, and you can see that it is just a very nice pattern, and we're pulling back. And like I said, you could drill down to the daily time frame, but for this particular trade, that's too fine. It's too detailed for me. I'm only considering a weekly trade on this right now. Ultimately, what I'm looking for is a nice bar that opens here, goes below the previous low of a bar, and then closes above. So ultimately, a candle like that would be the best. But I'm quite open for what happens, and if nothing happens, nothing happens. I will point out here that should we end up, let's zoom in a bit, should we end up back inside the pattern, back in here, that pattern is over for me then. After that, I'm not interested. As long as we're staying above this, as long as price is above this line, I'm happy. As soon as we get back into here, I'm not interested anymore. We'd have to see some sort of other action occurring then. Okay, I hope you learned something from this. Thank you.